ramifications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Florida State Seminoles taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Florida State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big too.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he's a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations when you're anticipating the D-ends really racing up the field. They didn't have it set up that time.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Castellanos. Caught close to the marker, it's Robinson. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Noles look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. There he goes! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself on the draw. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
We got all these fancy pass plays and all these fancy formations and shifts and motions and all this stuff you make me think about as a defensive guy. And then you slip that in. Really nice job by the offense, hitting you with the draw, with the unexpected. Nice job getting a big game.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down, whether you're running it or you're throwing.
Looking for the end zone. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
They'll try to sneak it. Sneaks it into the end zone.
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it. Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running it to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Trying play action. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got his man quickly. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
There he goes. All out of space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cardinal.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Oh, they're after him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better, and you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Webster. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Under fire. He's in open space downfield. He's loose. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
The Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Softened him up with the run, now to throw. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Backs looking for the goal line. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Looking for the goal line. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Finds his tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto.
Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Off the RPO, complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos working that wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Pittman. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
This time they'll go to the running game. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Webster. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got it behind the line. It's Webster. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
Tie game. It's an all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go. And as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got it in the middle. It's Webster. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Back's got it. Touchdown, Noles! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the back over the middle. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The Cardinals come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Creates a little room. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Cardinals can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The give is to Williams. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Seminoles enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Fires to the big fella.
When I'm in a tight game and it's a one-possession game, I do not want to put my defense on the field. You could tell the offense didn't. Great job executing the 3rd down, getting the 1st down, and now we're just going to play the tick, tick, tick game.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many